It's Joe Zinkas from WinnetkaNow. I'm in the car with Linda Martin from Coldwell Banker's Winnetka North office. Hi, Linda.
Hey, Joe. How you doing?
Linda's starting to take me for a little tour around some of her neighborhoods in downtown Winnetka.
I wish it was show and sell, but it's show and tell. This is a real interesting house. Our office, Coldwell Banker Winnetka North, had this house quite a few years ago. It was a former church, and then it was renovated, and now it's a single-family residence. And it was also, I think we're going to have to go, we're getting to that. It was also like on a house walk, and different decorators all did different rooms, and then we sold tickets, and people came to see it.
Over to the right here is the post office behind us, and a beautiful little park. Is that called Dwyer Park?
That is called Dwyer Park, and the post office is something that's being discussed in the village quite actively about what's going to happen when the post office vacates that site.
It's the Bible Church of Winnetka up ahead of us.
And we're going to go past shortly one of my favorite sites. My garden club, Garden Guild of Winnetka, maintains this site where all these little young gentlemen, junior hires, are standing, called the Butterfly Garden. And it doesn't look like much right now, but we have a real nice sign that talks about some of the different flowers and things that are in the garden. But if you were to come back in the spring and summer, we all take turns helping to maintain it. It's just a lovely site, and it gives everyone who's in the village, I'd say, peace and serenity and beautiful color, and it gives the butterflies something to do.
Now, what do you guys have to say about that? You like butterflies?
It's illegal.
Just so everyone knows, we've just had a snow melt after a nasty winter, so if the plants are looking a little ragged, winter is the reason. Now we're headed up towards one of Winnetka's commercial areas here now.
In this parking lot, during the evenings, I'd say from like 10 to 6 in the morning, you'll see many, many cars from some of these apartment dwellers, because they're not allowed to park unless you get permission from the police in Winnetka overnight, but you are allowed to park in this lot.
You know, one thing that surprises me coming up to Winnetka is just how much parking downtown Winnetka really does have. And the fact that there are no meters. It's all free.
It's wonderful. And we're going past the bookstall, which is a real popular local bookstore. I know, Joe, you did a video on them for their anniversary, and they brought lots of famous people there. We've had J.K. Rowling from Harry Potter fame. We've had President Carter, Barbara Bush. Sometimes they don't all come to the store, but they've been at different events. Recently at Christmas time, and I got to meet her, we had Caroline Kennedy. This is a little small independent grocery store, Lakeside. And I think you're going to be doing a video on them soon and their services. And now we're at the bank corners.
And the train station is just ahead of us now.
We have 3 train stations in Winnetka, and that is the central station. It's called just Winnetka. It's the middle station. There's one station north, which is Hubbard Woods, and that's at Hubbard Woods Park, where the gazebo is. And they actually, the gazebo kind of came about near the time Home Alone was filmed here in town, and they actually had a scene there. The first south parking train is Indian Hill Station, which is near Indian Hill Park and near New Trier. You will also notice that the trains are lower in Winnetka. They have all been below grade, and that really stems back to the fact, I believe, if you were to Google, I believe Harold Ickes was on the cabinet of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, and he lived in Winnetka, not too far from where we are. He's actually a relative of one of my good friends, and he got the train to go below grade. It makes a large difference in the noise and in the sight and just in the general appeal. And we also have this fabulous bike path or walking path, the Green Bay Trail, which runs I believe from Wilmette, and I bike it all the way up to the Botanic Garden, and you can bike it to Ravinia.
And I believe you can take it all the way into Wisconsin.
Oh, I haven't gone that far. Okay.
There are a ton of little boutiques. I don't know how well anybody's going to be able to see those in restaurants. And
This one's very famous. It's just moving next door. It was the sweet shop or the depot, and those of us that have lived here most of our lives, or as children, I used to go there after the orthodontist, and they have a train at
you would go to the sweet shop after
Yeah,
the
that was a reward for going to the orthodontist and having your braces adjusted. But they had a train that went all the way around the ceiling. It was just fabulous. I don't know if they'll be moving that to their new location. And at Christmas time, there was a special on TV where they actually showed how they made hand-dipped candy canes. If you bring your dog there, our dog was Oreo, they would give Oreo Oreo cookie if we were walking her.